Alright, welcome back. I've got my Matco roll cart that I finally have set up to the point that I think is worthy of a video. I've had this for probably about 6 to 8 months, I would say, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It's the Matco JSC 653. There's your lovely Funfield sticker. Slide top, super duper deep, super nice. I think this weighs in right at about the $3,000 mark. Um, on the outside of it, I have a little hook with my normal go-to grab headlamp, and then a little trash bag, brake clean, and some of the Kimball CB spray. If you guys don't have any of this, I would highly recommend it. Power probe, and then that little plug comes up here into a little Echo Dot that I've got over there in the corner. Starting from the back, I guess, I've got my normal go-to grab. I think this is the 36-inch pry bar, brake caliper pry bar. And then the other ones is just Phillips head screwdriver, flathead, my pocket screwdriver and stuff. Normally that's in my pocket, but I don't have a uniform on today. Some other go-to grabs, highlighters and pens and stuff. Big blind old man mirror, because I'm going to be able to see things. These are my normal go-to grab bits that I use. STS mag boots makes an awesome save of space for stuff like this, where I've got my electric ratchets, right angle impact. These are both the mid Torx, the M18 mid Torx. This is the new quarter hex, and then of course the 3/8 W, can't beat it, and then the right angle die grinder from Milwaukee as well. I also have the old school style, well, second gen, I guess you could say, Milwaukee electric ratchet. This is the high torque. I use it for spark plugs sometimes on the Fords. They're a little more in there where these can't get them out. My sockets, 90% of them are Matco ADV. Matco ADV half, and then I've got Craftsman. I've got the ADV on order, but these are the Craftsman, old school Craftsman half-inch shallows. And then the deep, mid-length, shallow, super shallow, all ADV. These are snap-on swivel sockets. So is this one. These are mostly Cornwell, except these three are Matco. I no longer have a Cornwell dealer, so I'm just buying as they break, which is actually pretty common now. They're getting about 5-6 years on them. These are the snap-on quarter swivels. Absolutely love these things. They are lifesavers. I've got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 5.5, and a quarter. Super deep 10. I think this is like a Power Torque or something from O'Reilly's. Couple of swivels, ADV Allens. Got that set there. I got a 15 turbo socket because we do an absolute ton of GM transmissions, and we have to deal with the lovely rusted manifold bolts. This is a Koken spark plug socket, the one shorter one. This Cornwell set of swivels goes from an 8 all the way up to a 24. These are gear wrench e-Torxes, and then these are ADV Torx, ADV Torx Plus. And then these are the quarters and the deep, mid-length shallows, and then the magnetics. I was looking at getting the Koken nut grip sockets, but I just haven't gotten the time to order them yet. These, a lot of people call them line sockets or weatherhead sockets. I bought the snap-on ones before I knew that Lyle made a set. We do a lot of Duramax injectors and Power Stroke injectors, so I've got a 17 and a 19, as well as the Blue Point crow's feet. Then oil pressure sender sockets and all that jazz. Over here I've got the swollen lug nut sockets, and then underneath that is my the Lyle kit for the oil filters. But that's pretty much it. Oh, yes, this is my longer half-inch drive ratchet. This is like a medium length. And then my snap-on transmission extension. I think it's a lifesaver if you do a lot of transmissions. It's half-inch on this side, 3/8 on the other, locking. That way it doesn't come off. These are the picks and the it was a flathead style screwdriver, but that Matco makes is like almost like a demolition chisel. Over here I've got some magnets and then a pocket screwdriver because you never know whenever you need those. Underneath the lids, I've got some magnetic trays. These are the pop-up ones from Cornwell. I use them a lot whenever I'm doing like oil pans and stuff that gets real oily. Just toss them in the parts washer. And on this side, I've got a couple of the Matco magnetic ones. On this side, I've just got some simple stuff, some anti-seize and some of the brake parts lubricant. These are the tool hanger from Toolbox Widgets. I should probably say that too, that 90% of this box is organized with Toolbox Widgets. That's what all of my organization up here is. Can't believe I passed over the Koken wheel nut sockets. Highly recommend these. These are phenomenal. Haven't had a single issue with them. That they're just truly awesome. I go back and double torque all of my lug nuts just because I'm OCD like that, I guess. And this keeps your hand from smacking into fenders. So nice. But back to the Toolbox Widget thing. This is all Toolbox Widgets. Everything snaps together. You'll see it throughout the entire box. And there's this very module where you can take half inch, 3/8, quarter, put it all together. Same thing for like this set exactly. Then you can also take and put their wrench organizers with these and their pliers with these, and everything interchanges. But this is their new stuff, the tool hanger system. So you've got some little trays and stuff like that. And they've also got some barbs that stick out that you can like hang stuff on and stuff like that. I've got it set like this for right now. I do want to add some more stuff on the outside of the cart, but for right now, this seems to work best for me. On the back, I've just got some of these snap-on mag mats holding up my fender covers. And then in the first drawer is the wrench drawer. Everything's Toolbox Widget. I got the Mac Precision Torx. I got to buy the bigger set that goes from 20 to 27. These are just some Pittsburgh and off-brand ones. Snap-on Flank Drive Plus ratcheting wrenches. These things are phenomenal with how small the ratcheting ends are. I've got some of the speed wrenches as well for brake lines and batteries and stuff like that. These are the gear wrench ones. Gear wrench stubby flex head ratcheting wrenches. Haven't had a whole lot of issues out of these. I've had them for probably about 2 years, so I haven't had them too terribly long. These are the Matco version of the mountain wrenches, I think everybody has a set of these, but I have the full set that goes from 8 all the way up to 30. I've only got up to 25 in here, so 24, 25, 22, 21, and so on and so forth down. As well as I have the, I think these are Baco maybe. I mean, it's Snap-on branded, but I think Baco makes them. They've got the serrated edges where they grab onto literally anything. These are the best adjustables I've ever used. Highly recommend those. Next drawer is kind of like a mix of everything. Ratchets, extensions. I've got a couple of torque wrenches and stuff like that in the back. Got the big handle picks from Snap-on. These are Lyle. I didn't feel like spending $260 off the Snap-on truck to get the Snap-on ones. Snap-on small picks, short picks. This is probably one of my main go-tos, is this interior trim tool or pop rivet tool or whatever you want to call it. We use that for everything. Me and all my coworkers, we all have like 2 of them. And then this is the 1/4 inch normal ratchet, 3/8 and a quarter body. This is the custom ratchet. I think I got a video somewhere on TikTok and YouTube of this, but I built this before they actually made the new ones with the new bright handles. But I use this for transfer cases. Works absolutely great. Another quarter body 3/8 head. My all-time favorite ratchet of all time, the Koken. This is the 280 millimeter long one. Absolutely phenomenal. Back drag is literally zero. I have not had a single issue out of this ratchet and absolutely love it. Snap-on quarter, Matco 3/8. This was the first ratchet I ever bought whenever I first got into the career. I like this snap-on ratchet a lot too. This was one of my go-tos before I bought the Koken ratchet. A little bit of a bend in it so you don't smack your knuckles on absolutely everything. Inch-pound torque wrench for a lot of the aluminum fasteners that we do for like the Ford timing covers and stuff like that. I paint mark all of my stuff so that way I know it's torqued and everything's good. Snap-on tech angle. This is just an Icon split beam, and then back here is a pretty long snap-on 3/8 ratchet that I've broke like 3 times. Super small 1/4 inch quick release ratchet, 3/8 short stubby ratchet, oxygen sensor socket, brass punch. I got some of the more well-used lug studs for Audis and the Dodge Darts and stuff like that. And then the Koken Wobble Pluses. Absolutely love these. The knurling is phenomenal. The flat spots on them keep them from rolling away. So highly recommend these. They were actually the original founder of the Wobble Pluses. Snap-on copied them. Thought that was pretty cool. And then I got I think this is a Matco. Yeah, Matco gear wrench, whoever makes it for them. Magnetic spark plug socket. And I got the Koken Super Longs spark plug sockets with the handy dandy little tabs in there. Keeps it in there. These things are phenomenal. Highly recommend those. Got some adapters. I actually just swapped all of my Snap-on friction fits over to the Icon extensions because I got tired of dropping sockets into engine bays. So I went back to a ball style. Highly recommend these. Actually, I think they're like 50, 60 bucks. And I mean, they hold up fantastic. Next drawer is pliers and a couple of small assortments and stuff. All the Snap-on pliers. These are the super small 5.5 minis. Use these for drum brakes on a lot of the Toyotas. Brake caliper compressors. This one's actually for motorcycles, but I use it for rear calipers a lot. Knipex, of course. Got the twin grips, normal Cobras. The absolute best hose clamp pliers on the planet. Highly recommend these. Got some crimp off tools. Knipex wire strippers, best ones on the market in my personal opinion. There's the part number if you want it. Milwaukee vice grips, love those. The Lyle push pin tools, and then the heater hose. Or honestly, half the time I use these for electrical connectors. They work great. Then I've got the Matco hose clamp pliers. These things, some days I love them, some days I don't. The little activation there, it works, but if you get too big of a hose clamp on it, it just shears right past it. Exhaust pliers, these things are phenomenal. Cheap little hose pusher tool from Amazon. Gear wrench, I believe, is who I bought this off of. Typical, seal puller. And then the Snap-on, bendy boy there. Hood prop, gloves, Ziploc bags. We do a lot of really big jobs that sometimes they're out a couple of weeks. Gloves, I've started using those to put over battery terminal connectors. That way they don't retouch. I've got another set of Snap-on gloves back there. Snap-on hammer, trusty Cook stubby cousin. Absolutely love that for brakes. Gasket scraper, some hood holding tools, small mirror, fuel line disconnects. This stuff is phenomenal for O-rings. We use it literally every day here. We go through like at least 6 tubes a week. Oil pan separator, brake gauges, some tire chalk, and the little this tool that went viral on TikTok a while back. Thing works really good, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that drawer. I find myself in it quite often. This one's a diag drawer, so I just picked this up literally 2 days ago. I traded in my Solus Plus, picked up the Triton D10. Want to get better with the oscilloscopes. We've got a Zeus Plus here, and kind of wanted my own to tinker with at home and stuff like that. Spark plug testers, some electrical tape, spark plug wire puller, coil tester, spark plug gapper, power probe attachments, and then a lume separator, fluke meter, normal halogen test light, back probe pins, and some washers and spacers. We get a lot of Duramaxes in here that people put their own master cylinders on, and they don't get the right push rod length, and they keep locking down the calipers. Relay jumpers, glass bottle for doing fuel samples, Cosby can, always need that. Small little GB70 jump pack. Absolutely love this thing. It does a lot more than I honestly thought it would. Stethoscope, and then some Noid lights. I get into this pretty frequently. I really enjoyed the D10 so far. It's a lot faster than our Zeus Plus. I will say that it keeps up with my Solus Plus that I had pretty well. Another thing is that I absolutely love is the Loctite from Kimball Midwest. This is like a gel. It's like a pump style, so that way you don't get it all over your hands and stuff like that. They also make anise in that, and works great. You don't get it all over the place. You don't turn into the Tin Man. Very bottom drawer. This is like a tester drawer, kind of catch-all. Got some rags. I've got some Gator Magnetics baskets on the way. That way, that'll be on the outside of the box. Got my bolster mat that I use religiously. A little grip mat that I do for smaller jobs. Kneeling pad because I got in a dirt bike wreck and my knee hurts. Magnetic base tray. I put that on the very top, and I'll put all my sockets on it. That way they don't roll away. Cooling system filler. The infamous Matco or OTC tools. Air chuck. Shop air coolant tester, measure compression tester, and then I've got some of the Ziploc, or not the Ziploc bags are up there, but the pull style straps. Those help a ton with some suspension stuff and keeping stuff out of your way. These I use for the coolant refiller. I'll take and put the hose down into the bucket and crimp it somewhat off onto the side. That way it doesn't float back up to the top. And then this one, I bought it super duper long. We use cans of trans flush, so I don't want to sit there and babysit it the whole time. So I've got a hose that I put on one end into the drain pan, and then I'll put that on top of it and squeeze it shut. That way I can also go put torque converter in or whatever else I need to while it's cleaning itself. Come back and double check it. But this is the JSC 653 roll cart. It's I think 9 inches deep. That way you can set your scan tools and stuff in it. My boss, he's got one that is a diagnostic cart. He's got a TV monitor on the back and all that jazz. It's a very stout cart. I didn't know about it for a very long time. The wheels are greasable. That way, it doesn't end up with the squeaks. All the slides have, of course, the Matco design slides, or you can adjust them on however far you want them to, the hardness to pull, as well as the tops are the same way. See if I can get a shot on that. Yeah, it's the same way. If you do buy one of these, fair warning, they don't set them up great from the factory. This one was at 6. This one was at a 3. That one was at 2, and then a 4. So it was all kinds of wonky trying to pull them apart, but it slides together super well. The lock system is on the side, as y'all guys probably seen. That way it's nice and flush on the front. But, yep, this is my daily roll cart. I'll probably do an update video in a year or so. See how much it's grown. I know I need to do an update on the big box, but I just haven't gotten the time to do it. So, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all guys enjoyed it and all my all over the place. It's end of the day on a Wednesday, so I'm ready to go home and get out of here. But thank y'all for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.